Are we live?
Nothing, man. Nothing really. Very mellow. Very mellow week. Nothing crazy at all. I
Other
mean,
than making potato bullshit,
making what?
sweet potato bullshit.
Making recipe of the year. Yeah, I mean, we just banged out recipe of the year. No biggie. No biggie at all. Fuck.
What recipe is
I don't know if you
this?
tried it yet.
Oh, we are
Have
live.
you tried it yet?
Yeah, we are live now. I was hoping Graham would say something embarrassing.
Yeah, no, I figured you're live
I
because
saw
I do
the-
have 3 monitors now, so I saw that we're up there.
I saw
I'm like
that.
a full
Welcome to the
person.
future.
I saw that Blondie recipe. By the way, I was looking around on all the flavors today.
Oh, it's finally up there, huh?
Yeah, seeing if anybody had done anything with the that Flavor Art Natural Mango.
No, I haven't
And
seen
I just happened to see your flavor up there.
I didn't even know Flavor Art came out with new flavors.
No, Flavor West. Sorry.
Oh, Flavor West.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, no, it's been around for a while. The natural
is it?
mango. It's really thin. It's got a nice it has like a very it's like all top note mango with no body to it. So it like layers well with other mango, but it's a very like realistic top note mango.
Are any of the new Flavora flavors good? New ones that came
Yeah,
out?
they're pretty good at that.
They're mostly pretty good, but I haven't found like
The jammy berry's pretty damn good.
I'm
yeah, but
kind of
I haven't found that banger like.
I like
repeat.
melon rind and pink fruit.
Pink fruit's good. Like most of them are pretty good. They're just I haven't. No, one of them hasn't hit me like root beer
Oh,
has.
the tequila one is very. It smells horrendous.
I mean, it might still be good though.
What are you gonna do with melon rind? I
There's
like it
some
too, but I don't know what to do
flavors
with
that
it.
just don't smell great.
Put it
like,
with melons.
Minor
With
doses.
melon rind, yeah, dude, you put it with melons,
Just make authentic melons, or like you could use it for a drink. I think possibly, like combine it with the tequila maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's super authentic. It might be one of the most authentic flavors I've ever like fucked with, but I just don't know what to do with it. The jammy berry is pretty good. Pretty strong, huh?
Still have to try jammy berry. So
That's
maybe
all
I'll
I
try
smell in
that.
my room.
Open
it. It's all you'll smell in your house
What
for the
else
next
is
2
there?
weeks.
The honeydew, did they reformulate honeydew? Because it doesn't smell as good as it used to.
I think they did.
That would explain why
No,
they gave it back out.
did they ever have a honeydew? I think they had a cantaloupe. I don't know if they had a honeydew before.
No, they definitely.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
Don't think they had honey.
Oh no, they had cantaloupe.
Right. That's because I fell in that pitfall too.
citrus
Of
soda
like,
with the black
didn't
currant.
they have one of
It's
these, or did they just have cantaloupe?
I don't know. I'm kind of getting like an actual like TFA honey note from honeydew, so I don't foresee this being all that great. Let's see it.
Jammy berry could be good, yeah.
Oh nope, there's definitely a
to it.
TFA honey note in there.
Jerry, it's super strong. Like super strong. Seems like super strong at least. So far.
Oh,
That-
marshmallow vanilla smells real fucking good.
Marshmallow vanilla is good. It actually, like, I didn't think a marshmallow would be good, but it's actually good.
Oh man, there's some really nice TPA
It's like
toasted marshmallow. That's a great flavor.
No, like I like them, but you know, like it's rare. Usually, most marshmallows are just marshmallow. Like it's another thing of EM and some sweetness,
Is it like?
or like mouthfeel. This actually has a vanilla note.
Is this like if you made the marshmallows yourself from scratch instead
Probably,
of
yeah,
buying like a
close to
shitty one bag of it from the store?
Kind of closer.
More like if you made fluff.
It has,
Okay.
yeah, like it has a good. Oh God, is this it? I think this is it. The only problem is their new bottles are like they're printed
dude.
really bad.
You need
Hold that up again. Let me see that.
Like I've had this for a day. You keep like let's see if I'll there.
Yeah,
That's supposed to be That's supposed to be vanilla marshmallow.
They got to do something about that, right? Like immediately.
You can't. There's not even a single
wow.
letter left.
Yeah. How do they keep fucking up their bottles?
But the new bottle is great. It's just
Yeah.
printed terribly.
But
Yeah, we can-
every
It
time
sounds like they
there's
probably switched to a different material for the label.
yeah,
and-
they definitely did. They definitely did. But
Well, they
fucked
did for sure
this
because
up.
they're trying to do like the medicinal prescription pill kind of thing where like it's double sided.
Yeah, they're showing details. You peel one piece back and like it should. has all the contents,
Yeah,
disclaimers,
like that.
Oh, nice.
usage
Unfortunately,
warning.
the title of it isn't in there of the flavor. That'd be okay if the title was in there, but it's not. It's on the outside twice.
Right,
And they'll
which
wipe
and
off.
you know they can do it because this is printed fantastic. Like the printing on the inside is done perfectly.
Yeah, they have to change it.
Oh yeah.
There's no question. Anybody that orders anything are gonna be stuck with 16 labelless bottles, and unless you're real good at.
Yeah, no, okay.
identifying them,
My
you just
marshmallow
don't-
is now completely blank.
I can't imagine what would
It's
happen.
gone, right?
I can't imagine what's gonna happen if a little bit spills on the outside. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let me just put a drop on my finger. So like I got the full label.
now.
Like it's fully lettered, but I got a drop on my finger. Let's see.
But the marshmallow taste is good. It's probably one of the better marshmallows I've had.
Okay.
And like there actually is a vanilla note there, and it almost does taste a
Does
slight.
it just wipe off?
No, it doesn't rub
yeah, it
off.
just
It
wipes.
doesn't rub off immediately with juice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because half of them just wipe off with your oils on your
Maybe
finger.
that's the key.
But the problem is that the lettering is right where you hold it when you open.
Yeah.
So if the bottle slips at all, you're wiping off. the
Even
letter.
opening it,
Yeah.
opening it, you have to hold it, and your thumb and move. Mine were almost all the way gone. Like I had to immediately label them.
Like
put them
here,
in slots.
take a look at cola, and I'll just fucking real quick just give it a swipe with my nail.
Yep.
And it just
Yeah,
comes right
gone.
off. Fuck me.
Well, you know what though? The good news is that's really the only thing negative to say about any of them.
yeah,
Is the printing, yeah.
they did well with.
And I mean they did
At least
well
not the
too
bottles.
in the weird flavors,
yeah.
which is impressive.
I
to
don't
me.
think tequila is gonna be any good at all. Give that thing a fucking whiff.
Whiff.
I gotta actually
It
vape
smells like fucking Everclear.
Oh yeah, dude. That
I mean, most alcohol vapes. I mean, most of the alcohol flavors don't smell very good, but some of them taste pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's also Flavora, which is already loves their alcohol.
Well,
in the first
there's no need to make a tequila. Just make an agave, like make a sweet cactus flavor, and then you'll be able to use that as like a tequila.
Yeah,
You know?
that's probably what they did. The juniper gin smells pretty good. I haven't
Yeah,
tried
the
it yet.
juniper gin smells decent.
That might make me throw up if it smells just like it.
It smells pretty close.
It does, it really does.
I'd be
I haven't
probably.
drank. I used to
Pink
drink gin.
Pink fruit just seems like it's a tutti frutti.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
just like fluffy, not fluffy. It's chewy candy.
Okay.
Some soft chew candy.
Smell the back bar bitters. Tell me what you think it is.
Yeah,
Jerry
do that
already knows.
test. What does back bar bitters smell like to you?
Holy
Since
shit!
apparently it's been
all-
divisive.
yeah, like I think you're gonna get it probably, but you're not gonna think that's what it is when you smell it, but it definitely is.
Oh, I can't think of it. It doesn't smell like bitters, but it smells like something.
I see. I can get some light bitters out of it.
Gingerbread.
Yeah, if
gingerbread
you think
cookie?
bitters,
It smells like a gingerbread
Oh.
cookie.
smell it again. Think Oriental top ramen flavoring.
No, I don't get that.
No, smell. I'm
Yeah,
telling
I
you.
don't- I
smell
don't
it.
No, I
ramen.
just
Top ramen flavoring.
smelled it again. It
It's
doesn't.
so crazy.
I mean, if anybody gonna know what top ramen flavoring smells like off of memory, it's gonna be
It's
Graham.
gonna be Graham. Well, that might be the problem. There's probably so
Yeah.
much, kind of like the popcorn lung thing. He's got so much Oriental top
I'm
ramen
not-
flavoring just coated on his walls and everything
Yes.
in his home that like it contaminated the flavor.
Just everything smells like that. in his
Everything
house.
smells like it.
It's
Well,
muscle
yeah.
memory.
There's a couple of people who swear it smells like ramen. I
Total
don't get
recall.
ramen.
Yeah, I'm not the one that said it. I'm just saying it, when I think that, it does smell like that to me.
I used some.
Just in the beginning.
I used some FA Joy today in something I was mixing, and I hadn't opened that bottle up in
Oh, yeah.
forever, and I
Yeah.
completely forgot what that smelled like.
Oh
Beer.
man.
It smells
All I
delicious.
get is beer out of that. I've never been able to beer.
It smells delicious.
Really, what are you smelling it? Beer or something else?
Yeah. It smells like fried goodness. It smells like cooking oil.
So crazy. I don't get that at all.
It smells like hot. It smells like hot deep fryer oil.
I can get that.
That's what it tastes like too.
Yeah, I'll shoot you that sweet potato cereal. I think we're doing it this week. I'll shoot you the recipe. It's pretty goddamn amazing, actually.
It's not.
It's crazy that it worked. Jerry spit out something ridiculous, and we said, "Yeah, let's do that," and then it worked.
Jammy berry smells good. I want to try jammy berry.
Put it with the citrus soda.
Could see that. Their cola's not too bad either, actually.
Yeah, it's like all the parts that are missing out of every other cola. That and the cola fizz works together.
Soft pudding base or whatever, whatever it is. That wasn't bad.
Smoothie base.
Smoothie base, yeah.
Is this all still new Flavora stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was 16 of them.
How, there's a new cola flavor?
Yeah, it's
There's a new
actually
cola
it smells
flavor
pretty
that's not
decent.
bad.
It smells like RC.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna throw it together with some of this marshmallow vanilla.
That's what I did. I did the cola, the marshmallow vanilla, and the smoothie base. That works pretty well.
Actually,
Okay.
maybe,
I'm
It's
still
not, like,
I'm still on the
not great.
quest.
There's still way better recipes you can make with those, but like that's not a bad.
maybe cola back bar bitters and marshmallow vanilla.
I'm still on a quest for like a really good cola vape.
Have you tried 007 Alfred Puddings? He made a cola out of. It was almost like recipe of the year. Cola out of no.
It was like all citrus. Yeah, I bookmarked it, but I'm missing a bunch of stuff and I haven't ordered it.
It's very, very accurate. Surprisingly, I mean, it's very accurate. Looking at it, it makes no sense, but
Starch base seems interesting too.
yeah, like it could be rice, it could be potato.
I can kind of see the Oriental top ramen.
Do you see, you know what I'm saying? Like it's only like right at the beginning, and then it goes away. But then if it's bitters too.
Ooh, this is terrible.
What?
Bombsicle?
Oh
Salt?
yeah.
This is awful.
It's so hard to find a good.
Throw some starch base in it.
Bombsicle cool.
What's the starch base supposed to taste like?
It's like I don't know. It could be rice.
I'm not even sure yet. Yeah.
A few of them are like.
Is it
I
like?
I want to.
Yeah, like kind of.
I'm thinking it's more closer to cornstarch than potato, but it does smell like potatoes. But I would assume, I would think it's cornstarch.
It's very accurate to like what it says. It's like a starch base, like it could be any starch you're thinking of. Really, we could probably.
And what would
I could see it going yeasty.
What do you think that would go good with?
It would
Rice.
probably go good where any rice. Yeah, rice, any kind of rice, anything.
Possibly some bakeries. It could work. Like I don't know. Like that's what I think. That's what my current quest is I want to make a good recipe with starch base.
Maybe to thicken something. Yes.
I mean, that's what
like it's such a weird flavor.
A lot of them seem like they're multi-use. You know, like they could go one way and they can go a completely other way.
Except for pink fruit, I still disagree with the idea. Like, sorry, I think pink fruit's a terrible name. It's pink candy. It's not a fruit.
Yeah.
Good flavor, but it's candy. It's totally Mike and Ike soft, chewy candy.
What do you think the winner is of the whole thing? I think the citrus soda is by far the best one there. It's just so damn accurate, so like good. It's like,
I don't know. I haven't tried that since Vegas.
I
haven't tried it, and it doesn't seem very accurate from this.
No, have you tried it? It's got the no, I know, but I'm saying but you've only smelt it. So when you vape it, it's got that like hits you kind of in the neck the way like a real citrusy soda would.
Yeah.
Like a squirt.
I can see that. I wasn't super impressed when I tried it in Vegas,
hit you in
but
the neck,
with a squirt.
I'm hopeful. Then again, I also tried to use it in Vegas to use it with the tobacco.
Yeah, it probably wasn't a good idea. I can't see
it worked. No, I was trying to add citrus amyloids to tobacco, and like that would kind of work as a binding agent.
Were they done when we had them in Vegas? Were they all the way done?
That one I think was. The rest weren't. Like they had like 3 of them that I think were like done.
Yeah, I think that the citrus soda with is by far the best citrusy soda there is out for sure. But I don't know.
It's still very zesty.
Yeah, it is zesty. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like I don't know. I need that in my life. You know. Or whatever.
But like I'm still excited for some of them. The black currant smells good, but it's a black currant.
But it's different than any other black currant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's jammy berry seems interesting too, because to me that like just smelling it, it screams like better harvest berry.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
All right. Alfred says citrus soda sucks. I'm inclined to
Alfred
agree,
sucks.
Alfred.
Tell Alfred, and you, the both of you, just to disagree with me, just to disagree with me.
It smells like fucking shit.
It does not. It does not.
It does.
It just doesn't.
It does.
All right. Well, okay. Well. All right. You know. Fuck you.
It smells like
How about that? Why are you making it a personal thing?
Me.
Dude.
I didn't make it a personal thing.
You
I
did.
just said
like, oh, I disagree
you're
with
fucking wrong about it.
I'm just not, though. You haven't tried it.
You are.
I don't know.
It's your
what is Alfred talking
it
about?
smells like pine sol. It's fucking pine sol. I'm not going to vape pine sol, dude.
Okay. We'll see.
Dude, Jerry, smell it. Tell me that isn't 100% pine sol.
I got zest out of it. I've tasted it before. It wasn't pine sol.
Oh, give it a whiff.
I can see where you're coming from with pine sol, but it still smells more citric acidy to me.
Yeah, it's more lime, I think, than lemon, for sure. But
all right, I bet it tastes great with Oriental seasoning, Graham. But
try it
on its own. It's probably not all that great.
Okay.
I think it'll probably be eh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but it could be good. It could be good. I think if you use it with other things, you can make it a lot better.
I don't know. It's not like it's fucking cannoli shell or something.
The big.
It's not cannoli shell.
The big winners in this one seem to be the cola, the marshmallow vanilla, pink fruit, and jammy berry.
Yeah.
That's what I'd probably guess. The rose essence doesn't smell like.
Rose essence is weak.
Right?
It doesn't smell like anything. It smells very weak, which I didn't. I didn't
expect that.
I'm not getting anything. I'm not.
No, like it's really weak, which is really weird because it's a floral.
Yeah, I'm not getting legit anything from this.
Back of the hand, you can get a taste from it.
Like a little, like a whiff. Like you can barely get something.
But it's still very weak.
Which I'm not expecting because every other rose flavor is very potent.
Right.
Oh, there
it also says essence.
There it is.
Might work.
It might work as a rose water.
No, I think it can work. It's just odd from Flavora. Like you have a weak floral.
That's definitely
like
rose
elderflower and shit like that.
Well, yeah, those are almost unusable.
That might make a decent cologne with marshmallow vanilla. They're both on the back of the hand, and
it smell like a rosy little.
It's
little
intoxicating. It's riveting.
It smell like a whole girl. Fucking marshmallow and. Ugh.
Dude, you want to smell like a Lucky Charms hooker? Put that shit on your neck. Let's go.
Dude, the marshmallow vanilla is really good. I'm surprised. I didn't think I was gonna like another like marshmallow.
It's not hard to fuck up marshmallow, Jerry.
It's not hard to fuck it up, but it's just like it's also. I wasn't expecting it to actually be anything other than another clone of another generic marshmallow with TPA sweetener.
They probably use sweetness.
The starch base seems interesting too, but I have no.
Like I don't know what to do with it, but I want to do something with it.
Actually, it's got. It smells like coffee piss. It smells like piss after drinking a lot of coffee. Give it a whiff.
I'm real happy they sent this to you.
It does. It smells like piss after drinking a fuck ton of coffee that day. Tell me I'm wrong, Jerry. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not entirely sure.
Headphones off. These are gonna be useless by the end of your fucking 10 minutes. Oh, no, that's all I'm gonna smell.
Oh, and mellow and red. Mellow and red's good.
Oh, 110% coffee piss.
Which one?
I can't believe I smelled it before. I didn't smell it before.
Tell us what you think about the one I like a lot.
Oh my god, dude, starch base.
Honestly, jammy berry I want to use now just because it smells like better harvest berry, and I'm not a big harvest berry fan.
Yeah, me neither.
Alfred.
Yeah.
Alfred. Give starch base a whiff and tell me it doesn't smell like too much coffee piss. Like
I don't know. Let me go find out.
Like piss that's shaken all. Oh my god! Look at this. I just grabbed it to take the fucking cap off, and that label just smeared.
What? I mean, what are they gonna do about that? At least it's only the printing. They can fix that, right? At least it's not the bottles like coming apart.
The jammy berry smells like strawberry ripe.
Mm-hmm.
With what is that? It's
something else, right? Harvest strawberry, almost from Jungle Flavors. Seems like those.
Alpine strawberry. It smells like a handful of Welch's fruit snacks.
Pretty accurate.
It smells like it smells like a handful. It smells like the bag of assorted fruit snacks that Welch's does, the big ass bag that you can fucking just smash on. Mm-hmm. That's what it smells like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have Yumberry? Real Flavors Yumberry?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You have that?
What? I used it in one thing, and
juice,
I didn't
100%
enjoy it.
accurate grape juice. Welch's grape juice.
What's that?
Graham says he made an accurate grape juice
with like 1% with all the right grapes to make a grape juice. It totally sells it.
Does it murder coils?
Like super accurate. Yumberry is the secret. No. I mean, I don't know. I not really. I don't think so. I don't really pay attention to that, but not that I've noticed. I would notice if it did, but not really if it didn't. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Every grape, everything I've ever tried murders coils just because they have to put so much sweetener in it.
Yeah, it's it's SC grape, Yumberry, Real Flavors Yumberry, and grape juice, TFA grape juice, and it's super accurate Welch's grape juice.
Okay, I like the sound of it.
Yeah, the Yumberry is like that juicy juice, you know, that juicy juice, those juicy juice bottles. It's like that, but it's like 1% of that. Totally sells it.
Yeah, I can definitely. How would you do a fruit snack? Probably you'd have to add a little bit of vanilla, because like vanilla adds a gumminess to fruits. How'd you do a fruit snack? Maybe.
Yeah.
Honestly,
cap jelly candy.
Yeah.
And then probably
go smell jammy berry.
Probably like
Wonder Flavors has a gummy candy.
Probably like 0.25% Flavora lychee, because it has that like high chew aspect to it.
Mm.
What about the jammy berry? It's honestly smelling.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say
turning that into fruit snacks. It
no,
smells
yeah,
like,
you get the fruit snack smell from it.
It smells like the big ass bag of Welch's fruit snacks that you can get. That you'd fucking shake the vending machine at high school to get to drop.
Yeah. No, it definitely has that smell to it.
And then smash on them before your Adderall kicks in and you're not hungry for the next 3 days. Oh, man. I loved it.
Yeah,
loved
my
it.
Adderall always getting early. Got to the fruit snacks.
I mean, honestly, you could probably also just get that by combining it with pink fruit. If you do the ratios right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm excited about these flavors. Maybe I'll start mixing again. That one show almost got me into it. Developed almost got me back into mixing, but I can't be mixing every week, doing a new fucking profile. That's just too much. Ordering new flavors every week. Like, nah, I ain't about that anymore.
Just do it when you can.
Dude,
no biggie.
Yeah,
do it when you can.
It's just too much to keep up with.
Do it when you can. I mean, you know, just.
That's what I'm
doing. So,
I don't.
Just when you can, dude.
No one got any of that.
Yeah, you got up.
Of course he did.
Yep.
Nope, you're gone.
You're gone. It's an internet thing. It's an internet thing, Graham.
Yeah, it wouldn't be an episode of Stopgap without Graham's mic cutting out.
Nope, and then he leaves.
No, I'm actually. Ooh. I could do something real funky with the Vape Train Musk and the Flavora Rose Essence.
I could see that.
And then Alpine Strawberry. I'll have to give that a shot because Musk, it has this weird tantalizing thing to it where like I don't like it, but I really enjoy it.
I get that.
Where you're not sure why the fuck you're vape. It's like those like that grape buttered toast and the strawberry buttered toast and blueberry buttered toast. I can't remember who did that.
Jam Monster.
Jam Monster, yeah. Like those weren't good, but there was just something about them that you go, I'm really enjoying this.
And you don't want to stop.
That's how Vape Train Musk is to me. If you want to experience a whole new world, Pretty Matthew, just Vape Train Musk. Just pick it up, mix it in something at 1%, and it's weird. It's weird.
It's different. Yeah, it's definitely different.
I like weird like that.
My fucking toe hurts. All right, so let's talk about some fucking news. All right, so R. Kelly done got yoked up again. He's back in jail with $160,000 on back child support pay. So it's not a third child that he's had sex with. That was last week. This week is the child support. He's fucking another child this time. Get it? His own.
Ouch.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Like how many chances does a guy get? Because he got acquitted or got, I don't know. The jury.
Yeah, that's an acquittal. Found not guilty.
Just by saying that's not me about the fucking video.
You know what?
The first time.
Well, yeah, duh. His grandma wasn't there holding up his ID, cheering him on.
Does he get out of this next one? Like,
no.
How many times do you have to be caught on tape having sex with a minor before people go, maybe he's fucking minors?
I mean, the whole thing is like everybody's always known that there's something going on with R. Kelly, and like he married Aaliyah for God's sake in 1990.
She was 15.
What was that? 95?
93, I believe.
93. Yeah, I mean, so apparently this has been something that's been known like within the industry even prior to that, and then after that, prior to the first tape coming out, like it's been like an open secret or whatever. So I think he goes down on this one.
I mean, I
fucking hope he does. 94.
There's enough public pressure against him, especially after like last year when there was all those things coming out about all of his like sex mansions and shit like that.
Surviving R. Kelly, that show.
And then that came out after, yeah. So I remember reading like an article
or something. Like, I mean,
is he what?
Shitload of women.
Close enough, but he doesn't live in a Mormon state, so it's not really legal.
What happens with like I don't get how many like how he got another chance at fame.
Oh,
I mean the Ignition remix is straight fucking fire, man.
It's that, and then it's pre-internet age.
It was no. Him pissing on a 15-year-old was in like 2005.
Right, but like it's not. I mean, pre-internet, like peak internet outrage of like, you know, he didn't do this during the Me Too movement.
Also, there wasn't an original Ignition. It was only the remix edition. How do you release a remix without an original? What the fuck, man?
There is an original, but the original came out after the remix.
And also,
I read an interview with him. And that was one thing. Like they asked him about it, and he was like, "No, I came up with the remix before I came up with the first one."
Speaking of interview, did you guys see that interview?
I haven't, but I have seen all 24 episodes.
Where he starts in the closet. Where he starts screaming.
That's how you get famous again.
Was it the interview where he like stands up and starts and is yelling? That one? Yeah, I saw clips of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Looks like he's about to swing on this reporter.
That's a good look.
Props to the reporter. because like I mean I haven't seen the interview, so I don't know what actually happened.
Oh, she knew good news when she saw it. She went, "If he hits me, I'm getting
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Pulitzer."
Well, true, but like I'm giving her props too, because like all of the pictures and clips I have seen of it, like no, she's just there deadpan, like
Dude, she's flexing that big dick.
yeah, like she's straight up like not scared, like no, I'm doing my job, and he's like standing up, you know, getting the like poetic pose and everything, yelling, and she's just still there, just like this is my job, I'm being serious.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I think yeah, in current climate and with the apparently like the amount of work that the authorities are actually putting in on this time, like they're flying in people that claim that they had sex with him when they were like they're flying in women that said that they had sex with him when he was when they were underage 10 years ago. The police said they're like flying in these potential witnesses or accusers to interview that. Like they're putting in a lot of work on this now. So yeah, this one feels different than the last time.
It's also, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say that, never mind. Just like it's
he's getting
it does
fucked.
feel it does feel different because this charges are a lot more serious. Not to say the charges in like the first charges weren't serious.
What I'm not wondering is like what if he's like actually not guilty, but he just like pissed off someone powerful in Hollywood and shit. You know? Like
no, the whole thing is like
because look at Michael Jackson. Look at
Michael Jackson was touching children.
No, he wasn't. I don't think he was.
Did you watch the Finding Neverland documentary yet that just came out? Yeah, watch that and then we'll talk about Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I'll give you my HBO Go login.
Oh, I got HBO Go.
Yeah, it came out last Saturday. It's 2 parts. It's like 4 hours long. It's like 2 parts, and that it'll completely change.
I need to watch. I also need to watch the second season of Westworld.
I didn't even watch the first season of that yet.
It's good. It's real good.
That's what I've heard, but I don't know.
It's interesting, to say the least. There's some twisty turnies that throw you for a fucking loop if you aren't ready for them.
Okay.
Which I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Not like twisty turnies like Game of Thrones where they're like, oh, surprise, we're killing off a main character. What a twist.
We're killing fucking everybody.
Yeah. Speaking of Game of Thrones, fucking next month, right? April? Oh, shit.
Is it really that close?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yep.
George R. R. Martin is finally going to find out how he finishes the last book.
He has come out and said, thankfully, no, it's going to be fucking different. Which I hope so. I don't know how much.
I don't know how much desire I'm going to have to actually finish the book series after the show ends, because, like I said, my issue is like I really like the books like a lot, it's one of those things because everybody here knows like I don't really care for fantasy that much. But the TV show got me into it, and then I did the books, and the books are like so much deeper. But the thing that made me enjoy the books was there was all these additional plots that they cut out of the show for brevity and to stream, because there's already so many characters and so many plot lines and stuff. But like the plot lines in the books that I really enjoyed, that I was hoping were going to play a better part, have been completely written out of the show. So that makes me feel like they're not going to play any major part in the resolution of the book series as well. So it's like, do I want to keep reading a series where like the stuff that interests me I know is just going to be all dead ends?
Yeah. Well, they
Does
can't.
That make sense?
The problem.
No, that makes sense. That's why I'm worried about that they're already ending the series.
The problem with a broadcast TV series based on like a book with very convoluted storylines and convoluted connections is that they can't include those connections because there's a whole week between episodes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't stay fresh in people's minds. That's the benefit of what Netflix does, where they can release an entire series in a day so that people can sit and like binge watch it. They can actually have like convoluted storylines and twists and turns. Like Altered Carbon is a great example of that. It had
There's a very complicated plot.
Yeah.
And like the characters and being able to switch the sleeves and like all the stuff going on. But since you could watch them, yeah, because you didn't have to be like, what happened last week? Like, what are we talking about? Alter Carbon season 2 is in production right now. They have a trailer up saying in production. So I'm be interested about that.
The other thing I was thinking too is, you know, like the old adage, the book's always better than the movie. And that's harder to say if the movie comes out first.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good, like what is, because, okay, George R. R. Martin. Okay, George R. R. Martin. Listen here, George. Okay, George? Okay, George. He's gonna have, like, ratings and shit that show him what tests well with the audience and what doesn't from HBO, and he can go, oh, well, I guess we're crossing this out. Let's go a different way with this.
And
so, of course, the book's going to be better because he can just cut out the shit that people didn't like.
I wonder if he's actually going to finish. Like, I wonder if he's actually ever going to finish writing them and release them. I mean, he doesn't. I definitely fully understand the, like, he doesn't owe us anything, right? If he doesn't want to finish the series, then fine. But it's still frustrating how long it's been hanging now at this point. I feel bad for the people that actually started reading the series when it first, like, they read the first book when it came out and they had to wait for each book, you know, in time. So I feel bad for the people that started back then, because between the last two books, it's like a 10-year wait period.
Why do you think I haven't read The King Killer? Like,
makes sense.
Like, Patrick Rothfuss has been sitting on this last book for like 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, I did start a new fantasy series. We talked about it after you got off last week. But did you ever read the Stormlight Archive?
But we talked about about that when I was on here.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Man, I just finished the second book, and boy, is it a banger. Boy, is it a bing bang. I love it.
I'm glad to hear you found something good. Did you know Amazon has a Lord of the Rings series coming out?
Yes, I remember seeing that they licensed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pumped on that too. Like, are they going back to an animated series?
No, I believe it's live action.
Okay. Yep. Well, that's gonna be weird.
It's apparently it takes place during the Second Age, which is like a couple thousand years before the Fellowship of the Ring series.
When the when the mages were created, when fucking Gandalf and his
yeah, I think so.
What are they called? The Valors?
I'm not a big
I read the Silmarillion, but talk about convoluted storylines. Mm-hmm. Fuck me, the Silmarillion is difficult.
I was never a huge I like fantasy. I'm less into high fantasy.
Dude, I'm super into high fantasy. Like, well, I guess the Stormlight Archive wouldn't really be high fantasy. It's more just fantasy.
Like that sounds more up my alley. Like, I'm more of a fan of like the Witcher's book series and things like that than like.
Yeah, I'd say this is closer to the Witcher series.
There's
give me that trash fantasy. That's what I want.
There's a Witcher, like, there's a comic book series that they, like, CD Projekt Red, like, licensed out for a company to do. That's supposed to be really good as well. I have it. I just haven't read it yet.
Be interesting. I want to check that out.
That would have been a good adaptation of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Fucking graphic novel or comic book.
There is. There's a Game of Thrones comic series.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah, they're up to like I'm not reading it, but I see it on one of the places that I download comics from. It's not coming out it's only coming out like every couple months. It's not like on a regular, like super regular schedule. I want to say they might be up to they haven't even made it to the Red Wedding yet. So, and it's been I think it's like 20 or 30 issues in.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll find out real quick. But it looks like the artists and stuff look pretty good. I haven't picked it up. I have enough stuff in my queue without taking on additional ones right now.
Yeah. ever read Elantris? No, I haven't read Elantris. I just got back into reading. I read a lot in basic training, but I didn't. Oh, that's in the Cosmere series too, right? Yeah. Yeah, that might be the first book in the Cosmere series. But no, what's cool about like the Stormlight Archive and Elantris and all these other books is that he's writing them in the same universe. So like the pantheon of gods is still the same, but like they're different representations on different planets and different like peoples. It's pretty cool. Oh man.
So Scott Gottlieb resigned as head of the FDA.
Yeah, he did. Good riddance. But it'll probably get worse.
That's what I was gonna say. My concern is, even with the negative, even with like the negative regulations that he put in place, the stuff that we're out here, that we're out saying, wait, this is way too far. We need to reel this back in a little bit. Even with everything that he's done on that side, he was probably about the most vapor sympathetic head of the FDA that we could have hoped for at that point. So I see a ton of like good riddance, and I'm so glad he's out of here. His war on vaping is stupid, but like my concern is like whoever goes in there next is going to be even more, because like as much as we complain about how strict he was being, pretty much everybody else was complaining about how lax he was being on vapor products, because of the whole hyped up like teen epidemic thing.
Yeah.
So like the next person that comes in is probably going to be less amenable to vaping than he was. So that's a fairly large concern.
I mean, a lot of teens are juuling and schooling,
Yeah, but a lot of teens smoke.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. So many fucking teens smoke. Speaking of teens,
all of us.
Speaking of teens, and you guys will get this next week, but I figured we'll announce it now. Next week we're gonna be doing another D&D stopgap, another stopgap D&D session. I won't give you guys the setting yet, but it's gonna be a banger.
I promise this time, if I'm doing anything shady, but where it benefits you guys, I'll like this time.
Yeah.
God, I fucked that up.
We'll try not to straight up fucking murder you at the end.
Okay, thank you.
for being
we're metagaming.
Shiesty.
We're metagaming. We can't do that.
But next week we will be doing another D&D session. Verve will be DMing again. He's already working on the setting that I gave him. We set around some stipulations, but I'm excited for it. I'm real excited for it. It seems like a really fun setting, and it's great that we both kind of had the same idea. But
sounds interesting.
Yeah, so tune in next week if that's something that you guys are into. If you're not, fuck off. I don't care.
Semi-related to the news we were talking about.
I heard teens juuling. And I went, okay.
Part of me for the Gottlieb stuff, I don't know. It's been a while, but part of me wonders what the CDC, or not CDC, like what cancer research is doing.
The American Cancer Society.
Yeah, that's them.
They released a statement not that long, like a couple months ago, saying that acknowledging that it was a lower risk form.
That's what I was wondering, because my grandma worked there for forever, and like back when she retired like maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. But my whole family who used to smoke cigarettes all vape now, and like there seemed to be a consistent effort there of like, yeah, no, we can accept vaping as like another form of quitting rather than just Chantix or whatever.
Right.
So I'm curious about if they could play into it. Maybe they could be a good, safer bet.
What we should have done is chose something so extremely homoerotic as our smoking cessation. That way, teens wouldn't be super into it. Like if we just put balls on our fucking mech mods,
Just every mod's the hammer of God.
It has to have
like the size of the
fucking nuts.
backpack.
No, it
Every
has to have
fit.
nuts on it, just fucking testicles on it,
Tons of them.
or like you gotta squeeze the. You gotta have like a wire and a trigger in your pants, and you squeeze it with your ass cheeks to fucking take a hit. Keep the kids away from it. But then again, they were fucking butt chugging beers, so like there's really no safe.
You can do that.
Yeah, we know,
Yeah.
Graham.
No, kids around
Hey,
here still do
did you know you
Skittle
can taste
parties.
it?
No, you can't
Did you know
taste
that?
it.
You know you taste
No.
it.
No,
Yeah,
you
well,
don't have taste buds in your asshole.
No, I mean, maybe you don't, but we don't know what Graham's physiology is.
Maybe
I mean,
because
he
his
is
head's so
part-
far up his ass trying to find the Civil War capital.
Graham, can I ask a
You're-
question?
That's true. See?
Graham, what do you identify as?
Trash.
I didn't want to laugh at that. I didn't want to laugh. I feel like a bad person now for laughing at that.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, what? How do you identify? Because I want to know how you identify to just taste the beer. Like, I don't have knowledge in this subject.
Do you identify as like a fly where you've got like taste buds on your rectum?
And he's gone.
All right, let's keep. All right,
No.
next
but-
subject.
No, you can absolutely butt chug beer. It's not intelligent to do. You're
Or you
better
just
off.
switch to hard liquor and
I
die.
think I've mentioned this before. Some dude like had his jaw wired shut, but he's like a severe alcoholic, so he made his woman give him a enema or whatever of vodka, but she did like the full gallon or whatever it was, and he died.
No, she was
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
kill him.
Apparently, they'd done it many times before, but she just did a bit too much.
Yeah, he pissed her off just a bit too much, and she went, "Not today, motherfucker. Don't fuck with me." Fucking glug 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 glug.
I'm still. Never mind. No.
So Alex Trebek's dying. That felt insensitive.
Oh yeah, because
Do you guys watch Jeopardy at all?
I used to.
on and off. Yeah,
I don't have
Yeah,
cable
no.
anymore. So.
like
Well, I
I
don't
mean,
pay for cable either, but I still watch Jeopardy. I just got one of the.
Yeah, you just stipulated you don't
Jeopardy's
pay
better.
for it. You live in New York. You've probably got a guy who sold you a bootleg cable box.
No, man.
no, you
get it
you
for
have
free.
good over the air TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
you get
good
it for
point.
free.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have antennas on my shit either because it's not fucking 1999. All right.
I have it's just a little guy that's like that big or so that sits in my window and runs a cable.
I'm sorry, Alicia.
I only
I'm
got
part of the
one.
future.
It's digital. It's high def.
You're high def.
I have standard and high def versions of the same channels. Why anyone would watch the standard version is beyond me. Which everyone at this point has HD TV in some format or another.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you just want to go back to those 240p YouTube days. Oh man. But no, Alex
It's hard to
Trebek
watch
came
those
out
videos.
a couple days ago, and it turns out that he has stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Which is what is it, 1% survival rate?
Yeah,
I believe.
less than 1% over 5 years. It's
Yeah.
what killed Steve Jobs, Patrick Swayze. Oh man, it's gonna like I can't imagine a Jeopardy without Alex Trebek.
Right, he's been hosting since 83, 84, something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's basically my whole life that I can remember has been, he's been there doing that. So, yeah.
Yeah, since 1984. Oh, the game was revived in 1984. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it debuted in 1964, was taken off air in 1975. The all-new Jeopardy ran from 78 to 79. And the current show has been running since 1984.
Okay.
Both NBC versions and the weekly syndicated version was hosted by Art Fleming. Don Pardo served as announcer until 75, and John Harlan announced 78 to 79. Holy shit.
Yep.
It has won 33 Daytime Emmy Awards, as well as a Peabody Award.
How did that win a Peabody Award?
I don't know. What the fuck is a Peabody Award?
That's journalism.
I don't know.
That's interesting, though.
But yeah, some people were saying that if he dies, Ken Jennings should host it. But I don't think Ken Jennings has the charisma.
I just think you let it go.
Yeah, honestly, I would prefer if like they just let it die. Like let Jeopardy go.
Well, I mean, that's honestly, that's probably what they would do, would be to take it off and then bring it back in a couple years.
Like, yeah, you can bring it back in 5 years or whatever, but for right now, it's just like
Not just put somebody else in immediately.
We've had 35 years of Alex Trebek.
It wouldn't feel right without Alex Trebek. But yeah, he's
Agreed.
78 years old.
And I mean, like,
that's a solid run.
Yeah, like I hope he can get through it. But that what I'm more shocked is that out of like, did he not know beforehand? He must have known beforehand, and just kept it secret.
Known before what?
How he had cancer and how it was progressing.
I mean, most people don't get diagnosed with pancreatic cancer until it metastasizes.
True.
Because it's basically symptom free until it gets to that point. By the time you show symptoms that the doctor thinks that might be what it is and tests for it, it's usually too late. That's why it has such a low survival rate.
Yeah, it
started
spreading. When it gets to stage 4, there's like you have to do like full body radiation and shit.
Mm-hmm. Patrick Swayze got a good couple years though.
Did he? Because I thought it was like almost immediate.
No, didn't he? Because there was like a period of time where like he was like, yeah, I'm doing, like they were like, yeah, he's doing so much better, and like he was started like doing a new show or whatever, and then relapsed and passed away like pretty quickly, I believe.
Who are we talking about?
Alex Trebek and Patrick Swayze.
Oh yeah, Swayze died like real quick. Right?
An unvaccinated 6-year-old contracted tetanitis.
Okay, December 2007. Well, actually, in January 2008, he was diagnosed, and he died. In 2009, September 14th, 2009. So yeah, he got good 19 or 21 months out of it.
Which is like pretty remarkable for the
Stage
where
4,
he was at. Yeah, exactly.
When did he announce it publicly though? Because it seems like I remember him like announcing it and then pretty quickly afterwards like dying. Which they do, you know, like that happens a lot. People don't announce it publicly. Is the audio better?
March 5th, 2008. Yeah, is when it was reported by Reuters.
And then he died when?
September 2009.
Okay, so like a little bit. Yeah, I guess that's quick. Yeah, I mean it wasn't like an everyday story, so you heard about it and then.
Yeah.
You know. That's fucked up. That's pancreatic, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people.
It's like Steve Jobs. He didn't die. He didn't die of that though, right? Didn't he die of something else?
Who knows?
Pituitary?
He died of preventable of treatable pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, who knows?
It had a right. He had a version of it that had a much higher positive treatment rate, but he
wouldn't go get treatment.
Yeah, like they caught they caught it stage 1.
Yeah, and so he decided to do like all natural and like homeopathic. Like he did all these like alternative treatments,
right?
And like everybody said, like basically he probably would have been able to survive at least like for multiple more years if he had done treatment, like traditional treatment, like immediately.
Don't do acid, kids.
Yeah.
Well,
in 2003 he was diagnosed with cancer.
And then he beat that, right? And then he was allowed for another till 2011?
Yeah. He stated that he had a rare, much less aggressive type of pancreatic cancer called islet cell neuroendocrine tumor. He resisted doctors' recommendations for medical intervention for 9 months, relying on alternative medicine.
Well, you know, there's also reports that he had something that whatever ended up killing him, he had since he was 27 or something like that, because they looked at films and they saw like the yellowing of his skin and like certain symptoms. So they're not real sure if like it was like, I don't know exactly what it was, but whatever he died of, they went back and they looked at it. They said that there was symptoms that they could see that, you know, they're just trying to prove wrong the theory that if he wouldn't have done that 9 months, that he would have survived.
Yeah, but I mean.
Yeah. He's also a whole fucking weirdo too.
It's just one of those like
watermelon for 3 years.
You could have just gotten actual treatment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was trying though, right? Wasn't he on? He was on a few lists and shit like that. Like I don't think it was.
He ate apples for 9 months and thought that would cure his cancer.
Is that what it was?
No, he did get a transplant at some point.
Yeah, but it was like it was after metastasized. It was after it moved. It was after it moved around.
I came in to help you. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Metastasized. He was a weirdo though. He'd do things like not take a salary at Apple, but then like manipulate the stock to get more money. Like.
Yeah, he also did shit like not bathe because he thought that like fruit made him
right. Because all he ate was fruit,
Okay.
so he thought that meant that he didn't sweat, and he thought since that meant he didn't sweat, he didn't need to bathe or wear deodorant.
Weirdo.
Yeah. He got a liver transplant in 2009, and there was like a whole like scandal about was he able to get one faster than normal people because he had the money for it. I think everybody knows the answer to that is yes, obviously, because you can get on the donor list when you're rich enough that you have a private jet and can afford whatever doctor you want. You can get on the transplant list for everywhere. You know what I mean? Because like most places, you can only get on the transplant list for places that you can get to quickly. You know what I mean? Like you go on the transplant list for this hospital because you'll be able to be there within. They give you the call and you're supposed to be able to be there within X amount of time so they can do the transplant or whatever. So if you have access to a private jet, then because I think he got it in like Tennessee or something like that. Like he lives in California, but he was on transplant lists like all over the country. I want to say it was in
yeah, I think you're right. I think it was
Tennessee or Kentucky or something like that.
Yeah, because he had residency in a few places too, and I don't know. He was a weird guy. He said LSD was one of the top 5 most important things he ever did. That he figured out a lot of shit there, but he never really invented anything.
No, he was just a good businessman.
Yeah.
He did that, but also he chose holistic healing for 9 months of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Probably for a lot longer than that. Like, who knows what other kind of shit he was having. You know. I know he used to walk around barefoot.
It's like
California. Ugh.
Not saying these people are anything related, but it's like going the Hitler route of preventative medicine of just no, like, I mean, look at his medical records. It's just like, yeah, load me up with everything except actual medicine. Let's go.
Hitler was high as fuck. Did you ever see that documentary High Hitler? Where they talk about all the shit that he was on? Oh my god.
Yeah, no, like he was on a ton of shit.
Like meth and cocaine at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For years and years and years, and let's keep adding on everything else. Let's add heroin because that has healing properties.
And like 15 other things. They were like developing meth in him, you know, like through him. He was on a bunch of shit. He probably, I don't know what the fuck you'd do on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but like that.
You invade Poland and
start thinking you could take
massacring Jews. Like, tell me that isn't a meth delusion. Like,
I don't know. When I was on drugs, I couldn't get off the couch. This guy's taking over the fucking world. I don't get it. Don't get it.
You're okay, Graham.
Well, my point
when
is
you
just
did,
take
when
the
you
morphine.
tried meth, you couldn't stay off the couch. Nah,
Dude,
motherfucker.
you know what?
You were,
No, meth acted not. I don't know if I ever did meth. I know I did like speed. I don't know if it was ever meth, but it made me like it kind of made me tired. Like it had to like almost reverse effect on me. Like it didn't really do what everyone said it does to me. I'm hyper anyway. So I don't know. Coke did. Coke had me doing laps around the complex, looking for people that weren't there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if it was meth when I did it.
dude was all fucked
Biker
up.
crank. Yeah, he was really fucked up. He cut his mustache all stupid. It's definitely a crank mustache.
Dude, that was the style at the time. It was a stylish mustache at the time. Hitler ruined it.
He just
I was about to say that mustache is never going to be able to come back into style
It's
now.
never gonna be able to come back in style.
There's been people that have tried it though. If you know, it's like throughout
Charlie
history.
Chaplin.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Michael Jordan.
yeah, Michael Jordan. Why did Michael Jordan try it?
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I don't know, because he's a shit human being too.
he really is. He's the worst.
I
dude.
mean,
Him
he's
and-
not Hitler, but he's a shit human being.
They're the worst dude. When they used to come into Vegas, like everybody fucking hated to deal with those two. They come into
Apparently all the hospitality staff in Chicago all hated him too.
dude. He was the fucking worst because not only did he not tip, he would make a thing out of it. He'd make a big deal about being like pretty obnoxious, and he's not going to tip you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing worse than that, you know. There's nothing worse than the guy that's just telling you he's not going to tip you while he's being a dickhead, and has hella money.
Yeah.
You know, at least like Mayweather was at least fun about.
But you know
pelting
what's
people
you
and
know
a
what's
$5,000
great?
chip.
LeBron passed him up in total points scored.
Yeah, that is great.
He played okay. So LeBron played more games than Jordan. However, he took over 1,000 less shots than Jordan did for those points, and has like 2,000 more assists and 3,000 more rebounds or some bullshit. Like, I don't know, man. People still trying to say Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Fuck out of here.
Gotta wait till his career ends. But it's also because there's definitely a clique of people who are anti-LeBron.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
especially like
I think Spud Webb.
I don't know. It's one of those like, no, you didn't go to the Lakers because you could make them a better team. You went to the Lakers because you see Hollywood.
I mean, I feel like if he hadn't done the I'm taking my talents to Miami press conference, I don't think we would care at all that he moved to LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even think we would have cared that he moved to Miami
No.
if he
No,
hadn't done
Miami-
that press conference.
Miami was a real yeah, I want to go win a championship.
And then
I can never hate a player for that.
And then, like, so he did that, but then he came back to Cleveland and won a championship in Cleveland. Doesn't that absolve him enough that he can do, like, he could go wherever he wants and people not talk shit about him since he went back to Cleveland and won a championship for him there?
I think so.
I do too.
That's my feeling about it. He brought us a fucking ring. He said he would. That's fine.
But you know, who's talking shit about him though? Really?
Take off.
Oh, there's definitely still people talking shit about him.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, like, you see who it is that's talking shit about him. It's not Cleveland.
I think.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
I think he would have been able to bring multiple rings if he had stayed in Cleveland, because it was a lot easier to win a fucking ring before the Golden State Warriors bought the best team in the nation.
Dude.
Honestly, if he wanted to still win championships, he'd just go to Golden State.
You know, the Golden State
true.
was the shittiest team in the world for like
They
the
were
longest time.
so fucking trash.
Dude, I grew up in Oakland. I grew up in Oakland, and I didn't even know the Warriors played in Oakland for like the first 15 years I was alive. Like no one, I swear to God, I didn't know the Golden State Warriors were an Oakland team.
Yeah.
And I lived there. They were so shitty. They had Manute Bol, Chris Mullin. Those were the worst teams. They were good at that point. They were terrible.
They had Tim Hardaway too.
Yeah.
That was the good combo they had was Mullen and Hardaway.
Yeah, that was like the best years they had. That's when I realized that they were in Oakland. They were still terrible though.
Yeah.
Manute Bol, that was like a big draw because he was like so weird looking.
He was the tallest basketball player for a long time.
Yeah, well, he was like 7'8" or some shit.
Yeah,
so
he was
ridiculous lengthy.
There was a period of time where Manute Bol and Spud Webb were both on the Washington Bullets.
Right. Yeah.
So they had the
What
tallest
the
in
fuck
the.
are those?
It was almost like a circus act at that. You know what I mean? Like that was like because the Bullets were terrible then. So that was like
Right.
the draw was like we got the tallest basketball player and the shortest basketball player in the NBA. Come see us. It was just like that's how you sell it. Well, and not just not they. And then after that, they sold tickets. Like their advertising campaign was to sell tickets based on who they were playing against. Not come see the Bullets, come see
Right.
Michael Jordan and come see Jordan and the Bulls or Magic Johnson and the Lakers or whatever. It wasn't come see your hometown Washington Bullets. It was see whoever's coming to play them.
They had a guy in a red jacket with a walking stick and a top hat going, come one, come all, come see the tallest basketball player and the shortest one play together.
Yeah, those were dark days for the Washington Bullets back then, man.
Yeah, but good days for the NBA though, right? Remember those days?
Mm-hmm.
The NBA was a lot more fun than it is now, I think, in the 90s.
I mean, yeah, depends on who you take. NBA is doing fantastic right now.
Yeah, but it's not as much fun as like when Rodman was playing.
Yeah, like I don't think it's a lot of fun, but a lot of people think it is. Like it's just growing and growing and growing.
Just Rodman in general was fun.
It's interesting too because the NFL is losing fans.
Yep.
But the NBA is continuing to pick them up.
Really?
No, NBA is growing like crazy.
That's because the NBA was like, oh, if you guys want to protest, go ahead.
Yeah, no, the NBA is all about.
That's cool.
Not shot culture, but like, yeah, if you want drama, bring it on. Like, please make drama.
It just seems like there was so much more drama back then, though. Like you don't.
True.
Like it was like pop culture almost. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have to be a basketball fan and know that like Rodman was acting crazy.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
You also had like, Bad Boys in Detroit. You had like the whole Celtics Lakers rivalry for forever. Like
Magic with AIDS and all that. That's crazy, dude. That really is crazy if you think about it. He's still alive, that guy.
It's because he has he had the money to be able to afford the treatment.
Yeah, but he doesn't have HIV anymore. He
doesn't have detectable levels of HIV anymore.
Yeah. Did I hear recently that somebody was like cured of it?
3 people so far have been
really?
Cured.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Blood marrow transplants.
Mm-hmm.
Or bone marrow, excuse me.
Dude, that's gonna be a great day. They need to get that shit over the counter.
Well, you can't get that over the counter.
Well,
but,
fuck, they need to hurry up, man.
Like, if they can figure out what in that marrow transplant's actually causing it, that could be a huge thing.
Weren't they treating
a bone marrow
with
transplant isn't that difficult of a procedure.
Yeah, they need to figure that shit out.
Like,
put a damper on my shit.
It needs more donors who will do it, but like, it's in terms of procedures, it's not as crazy complicated as most transplants. Just it says transplant. It's much easier than like replacing a liver or anything like actual organ.
Right. Well, yeah, me and Pretty Matthew were in the fuck generation, like the complete fuck generation. It was just like the whole entire time. You know what I mean? Do you agree with the age?
Yeah, I mean,
for us.
Yeah, I mean, because I grew up in the generation where it was like a big public consciousness thing.
Yeah, it was like, do you remember? Do you believe like in your head that if you didn't wear a condom, you were automatically getting eggs and dying? Like
that's how they. I mean, that's.
Dude, I still think that.
Yeah.
I mean that's how like the schools, like sexual education classes, basically made you feel.
Yeah, big time.
I mean, in all fairness, that's how I still feel most of the time.
Yeah.
Like if it's a new partner or something like that.
I started drinking, it kind of went away. That whole feeling when I was drinking, but other than that, yeah, I still kind of think that way. But I don't know, condoms are for sailors.
Yeah.
They were treating cancer with it for a minute though, right? Or are they still? HIV.
With what?
With HIV, I think that HIV killed the cancer, and then HIV was a treatable condition. Like it was just a chronic illness.
I'd need to see your sources on this.
I don't remember. I can't cite sources, but I'm pretty sure that they were doing research or doing something with that. But I don't know who the sources are. I just remember hearing it.
Yeah, that seems crazy. Like I can see it working, but that seems crazy.
What if it didn't work and I just
same time? Also, fun facts about Hitler. Apparently, not only was he given meth, coke, opioids,
Barbiturates.
everything else. For 4 years, he was also just given like testosterone doses and hormone
Testosterone.
doses. He
You
was
know
just
what?
getting
Fuck it.
hormone
Let's
doses
throw
all the
autoerotic
time.
asphyxiation on there too. He
that
probably
would've killed
choked
him.
himself while jerking off. Let's be real. Let's be real about it. He probably choked him. He probably gave the little tug and grunt. You know.
Of course he did.
Yeah, apparently since 1941, he was given hormone therapy the entire time with every other drug he was given.
Are you calling it testosterone and hormone? Is that it? What's going on here?
Testosterone.
I was trying to remember hormone injections, and it was like testosterone. What else?
Testosterone
He
and
was
hormone.
doing that testosterone.
He's having a stroke there or something. I
And
was like,
now-
what the fuck was going on?
Oh man. So
So we're just
No,
totally-
part of me, like partially, I want to know what hormone injections he was given.
hormone. You say it with me. There's no in the middle. Hormone.
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 Okay, there we go. Now you got it.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Like, I'm kind of curious of what those were.
I'm sure it was probably just testosterone.
That's what I think, but like, I'm like,
Because he needed
Progesterone.
hormone.
interesting to be seeing what he was given.
Fuck it. Let's get a whole cocktail in there.
You ever see his speeches? He absolutely was on hormone therapy. I mean,
Just
something.
give him everything.
His hair's flipping around, talking to. Oh, he's pretty convincing though. Apparently. Do you know what he's saying in those speeches?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have them subtitled somewhere. I'm not gonna like on my own time look up Hitler's speeches. That doesn't sound like a good use of my time.
Right. That doesn't
I've
sound
never heard it.
fun time.
I've never heard what he's saying in those speeches, like when he's going nuts like that.
It's German.
Yeah, I mean, I know that.
Yeah.
I've seen some subtitled on the History Channel. Let's just say most of it was stuff you wouldn't repeat.
Hey, yeah, buddy. Like what, Jerry?
Well, a lot of things that Hitler was famous for of trying to eliminate certain ethnic societies.
Oh.
Yeah, the Jews. He didn't like them, or
Yeah,
he didn't really like anybody though. It wasn't just the.
I keep hearing that. People keep telling me that.
There was just a lot of Jews. That's why they got. I mean, he was whacking out everybody. He didn't like the like.
Yeah, he went for anybody, really.
It was
he was
really
like
Yeah, you had a cross.
he said Jews, and one of his generals went, "What about gypsies?" And he went, fuck it, gypsies too. Then someone was like,
I mean,
"Hey, can we
anything that
throw educators on there too?" And he's
Yeah,
like,
no,
"Fuck it, yeah."
anything that wasn't just Aryan, which isn't
Czechoslovakians.
even German.
How were they? Did they check it out?
He said, someone was like, "You know,
Cambodian.
black people kind of rub me wrong too."
They got the fuck out of there, man. You never saw. There still ain't black people in fucking Germany. They got the fuck up out of there. They were gone.
Dude,
They-
dude,
Red
my
Wings won,
friend,
that's
my
fine.
friends over there now, German chicks love black dudes.
Yeah, I heard that.
They love black dudes. Let me tell you what. He is pulling it in right now.
Really?
Oh
So
yeah.
that's like
Good
German.
good for him.
Oh yeah. He said it's like fucking shooting fish in a barrel over there for him.
I don't trust them.
Well,
chicks.
German,
okay.
German girls are.
You gotta make sure you
No,
differentiate.
I believe him. I believe him. I just don't know something about them, man. It make me nervous.
No, once again, you gotta say something about
Germans.
German chicks.
Yeah. See how it's okay to be totally that way against Germans, but that was my point there. Yeah, it's German chicks. They're very aggressive. Seems.
They are aggressive, and that's sometimes a lot of fun.
Me saying German chicks love black dudes, and you going, I don't know, I don't trust them.
I don't trust them.
You should probably make sure you add a little bit more detail to your statements, Graham.
That's true. That's true. The German broods. I don't like them. I don't trust it. I feel like they have. Never mind. Never mind. Fuck it.
Actually, I kind of want to hear what that was going to be.
I
Oh,
just
yeah,
feel
keep
like
going.
they just don't have like. I don't think their grooming practices are probably the same as America. Yeah, I mean, like they probably got wild bushes, like just out of control Taliban bush. I'm pretty sure that. Right? Don't they
I
just
don't
look
think
that
so.
way?
I
Yeah, I
think
bet
they're
they
pretty
do.
westernized by this point.
I don't
dude.
know, man. The ones that really speak that
Yeah,
German.
but
I'm pretty sure we'd know
the-
that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it would be a known thing.
I feel like it comes out of their bikini. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, even the French who are less likely to shave at least trim.
they kind of trim. Yeah, I mean,
Keep it
I think
clean.
trimming's all right. I just don't think they're
Yeah.
shaving. Like, I don't think they look like, you know, like a California girl, something like that.
Well, no, because a California girl waxes the entire thing off.
Yeah, I know. That's preferred. Fuck. I don't know what this whole movement of it coming back is, but I don't like it.
Yeah,
At
I'm
all.
not the biggest fan.
I don't know. I think that people probably don't necessarily want to bone a veg that looks like it belongs to a
Well-
speak for yourself.
Why don't you say that to R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has not. Here's the thing: if it's not on a 12-year-old, then it's okay. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
No,
never
like
got
I
that-
wonder if R. Kelly has a thing for Bush, and he's just like 15-year-olds don't know how to shave yet.
Yeah, that might.
You know,
he likes the wild
maybe
shit.
that's the
15-year-olds
motivation
might
for
not
R.
even
Kelly.
have one yet.
Welcome to the jungle. I don't know. I never got that. I know that that's a thing. Like, oh, you just wanted to be a little kid, and blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's not the case at all.
Yeah, maybe he's into Patchy Bush. Maybe that's R. Kelly's
gone.
thing.
Random little
just
wisp.
coming in.
Yeah, where it looks like the top of my head. There's just like occasional hairs poking out.
Oh my god! All right. This
This is the episode
gone
where we
again.
get. It's the episode where we get shut down.
Oh, we've gone worse.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You're lucky you weren't here for that episode.
Oh yeah, it got bad.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
It's the episode that shall not be named, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So my furnace went out today, apparently.
Why did it do that?
I have no idea. I mean, it's a rental property, and it's a fairly older property, so there's been a bunch of like little issues with it over time. But the wife, I had to go to I was down at the office today, so down in Baltimore, and she called me from here in Philadelphia and was like, the heat's not working, so we had to get the landlord and get like the maintenance guy and everything over, and he got it working. Like right when I got home, he had actually come over at like 7:00 at night and managed to get it working again. And then it, like 20 minutes after he left, it shut off again. He's supposed to come back in the morning. So it's like, it's becoming freezing in my house right now. I don't know how much longer I can sit down here before I have to go upstairs.
Man, don't be a little bitch about it.
Just go put a sweater on, right?
Just go put a sweater on, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Easy
Shows up
peasy.
in a parka.
Yeah.
No,
It's a little chilly.
it's been
I don't
fucking
get to
cold here
control
too.
my heat.
Man, but I'm tired of people complaining about it. Every year it's the same, where they're just like, why is it cold this late? And I'm getting tired of it because it's like, it's always cold this late.
Mhm.
Stop.
Mhm.
Stop. We fucking get it. Or like, I wish it would stop doing this hot, cold thing. And I'm like, motherfucker, it's March. What do you expect? Well,
Yep.
for you guys, that'd be like May. But that shit's normal for March down here.
I'm looking forward to later in the week. Apparently, it's supposed to go up into these
Yeah, let me check my weather.
next week or something. But right now, because it's been so windy, like the wind chill is just really making the air frigid.
Whoa. Okay, no. Why the fuck is that Washington D.C.? No, I'm fucking. Why would it go? Why would it default to
VPN?
Washington D.C.? No, I'm not on a VPN. That's the weirdest part. Yeah, we're back in the 80s by Sunday. We're good. We're fucking good. 79 and 56 on Sunday.
What's your temperature over there right now?
Right now it's fucking frigid. It's like 50 degrees.
Yeah, that's frigid. It's like half that
Yeah,
here.
shit sucks.
So,
it's real rough.
the-
It's real rough
The
here.
current is 28, but with the wind chill, it's more like 19.
It's some shit. Let me tell you what.
How long have you been there now?
4 years.
Yeah, that's long enough for you to get acclimated to that weather now.
Dude, I was acclimated the first day I got here. I was like, this is fucking fantastic. I said, I'm never going back. I don't give a fuck.
We'll see if I end up there.
I did my first physical therapy since I broke my foot today.
Oh, yeah?
That'd be
that?
fun.
Yeah.
Is that fun?
They attached some electrodes to my foot, and then they wrapped my foot in something that like it's like a major heating pad type thing.
Mhm.
And they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna loosen up your muscles," and then shocked my foot for 15 minutes with a heat pad around it.
How'd that feel?
Like a weird heartbeat.
Mm.
Like,
Dude.
yeah, it. You know when you can feel your heart beating somewhere,
Mhm.
like I don't know, you do something to your hand and you feel like your heart beating in your thumb or something. It was like that, but in my foot in 2 random spots.
It was my physical therapy for my shoulder. Like, it went well. I did real well in physical therapy. And then one time they laid me down on one of those fucking stretching table, those padded
God.
tables.
The
And
rack.
he took my fucking arm and he was like, all right, now just relax, relax, relax. And he went thunk, and I nearly shit. Oh my God. He went thunk, and I went, ah!
So I was using a Dremel this weekend with a saw blade on it. And I
That's
usually don't
a
use the
real
saw
weird
blade.
Did
sex
you forget that that wasn't your drill, bro?
No, like, no, listen, I know that'd be fucking
We
terrible.
can only
right?
wish.
It, why would you want to mutilate my penis? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Do the,
Joker
world
already
a,
did
do,
that.
do the world a favor.
Yeah, well. Anyway,
Mutilated its
I
sensitivity.
usually don't use the saw blade, and I just wasn't being careful with it at all, and I sliced the fuck out of my hand, like bad, like real bad. Where I probably could have used like 6 stitches, but I didn't get them. They just busted open again. I'll show you when we go off the air. It's pretty fucking bad.
No need.
That's the worst too. Like when you cut yourself really bad, like you
Yeah.
cut yourself deep enough that it doesn't bleed immediately, so you have
Yeah.
like this couple seconds to just look at it and be like,
Yeah.
the pain hasn't hit yet because it's such like a clean, like deep.
Alfred, you haven't seen it, dude. You
Mm.
saw it when it was very. Alfred's saying to him online that I didn't cut it that bad, but he saw it when it was like real freshly new. So it was like, it wasn't looking the way it is now. It's
Yeah.
like,
But that's the like you stop, you have a second where you sit there and look at it and you're like, this isn't going to be fucking
Yeah,
good.
that's what I did, and I grabbed it. Right, I grabbed it before it started bleeding. And I wrapped it hella quick, and then I was telling Alfred it's the same thing. I just went, I'm going to bed.
Dude,
just
I
went
do
to
the
bed just so I didn't have to
same
deal with it.
thing after sex.
Yeah, you gotta grab it real quick.
Like, yeah, I
Yeah,
grab
squeeze
it
it
real
off.
quick, stop it from bleeding.
And
I
Brian,
go, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm gonna
You
go to
have that
bed.
in common with R. Kelly?
Yeah,
Oh.
well,
Oh,
Zing.
oh,
the other ones have to go to bed too,
Alicia,
though, past their
don't,
bedtime.
no,
You remind
not
me of
that.
That was a good one.
Oh,
Sometimes I have okay ones.
man,
Yeah, she's
Alfred,
quick with it tonight. She's had a couple good one-liners.
fucking witty.
I've been paying attention more.
Hey, let's do something here in the chat. Let's go through and just read Alfred's comments. Okay, let's just read his comments, all of his comments. Just read them out loud.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
No, I'm just saying, like, just read them. It's
He's
no, that's
lying.
not that. No, it's not this. No, it's not that. No, it's not this. No, it's not. It's not. It's just a bunch of disagreements.
Oh, snap,
One
he's
after the other.
Voldemort. Well, that was super helpful. Thanks for the link.
Stop being
No
wrong.
worry. No worries. I found it. I'll start at episode 27 of your recommendation.
Are you
All
starting
of this doesn't sound like,
Start at the
no,
beginning.
you're
Start at the beginning.
terrible.
Start
He's
at the
being
beginning.
super argumentative. With
Start at the beginning. I'm telling you, start at the beginning. Just do it. Trust me.
I like your style.
Graham, there's
I
something.
apologize for nothing.
Graham, there's
My-
just something about you that makes people want to disagree with you. It's
True.
It's almost as though like we expect.
Do you think I'm not doing that on purpose? Do you think I'm not giving you content? Come on.
I mean,
No, we know, but still, true. We're gonna disagree.
Yeah.
Why, hello there, Jammy
not
Berry
just
is
me.
stupid good. Jammy Berry is a banger. Fight me. Tequila captures agave really well. Hello there. Hi, y'all. Let me know if you have any questions. I
Motherfucker.
tried them all.
I'm leaving them all out. I know what you're doing.
Hello, Daytime
You
Frank.
know-
I'm literally reading all of them.
Okay, do it.
Real
Keep going.
dude.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh snap! You used the base. I have to try it. I'm really excited to try that cherries and boysenberry combo.
Still, these are all very
I
argumentative.
know.
I know.
Get to the meat. God damn it.
Pink fruit is supposed to be a carbonated beverage. See that's wrong.
Okay, here we go.
Back Bar Bitters is phenomenal. It's not Starburst, but it does make me think of vaguely pink candy. I guess it's the power of suggestion at work. Did you
Alfred
try
said this
Jammy
is a-
Berry? Very life changing.
He's the nicest guy in the world.
Cola is good, but it's
Just
sweet all,
wanna
even at 5%.
I'm sorry, Alfred. Sorry.
Well, he's just been disagreeing with me all night, so I'm trying to call him out. But unfortunately, he's
He
the nicest guy in
disagreed
the
with you
world.
saying that you're lying that your hand isn't that.
Yeah, wait till you see it.
But
it's
every comment's just like,
comment.
oh, this is constructive.
I know he's like the nicest guy ever. You almost got to the part where he disagrees with everybody for the rest of the show.
For the rest of the show, again,
No,
you're wrong. Maybe 1 or 2 comments. Like you're blowing things out of proportion.
Super weird for him, so I'd like to keep doing it. It's making him uncomfortable.
The only thing that he's ever argumentative about is that cola isn't good, and that's understandable.
All right, whatever, whatever. I'm wrong.
Again.
Not really.
At least you admit it.
As usual.
Yeah.
The streak continues. Let's go.
Did we cover Manafort got sentenced?
No.
No,
What did he
not
get?
yet.
I didn't have a chance to check the news.
47 months.
He's in his 70s, right?
I think so. He got 47 months, and he got the minimum fine. The fine recommended could have been from $50,000 to $24 million. He got $50,000.
Well, didn't he testify the last couple of days in closed session of like intelligence stuff? He testified. He was doing closed session testifying for subcommittees the last couple of days.
The argument
I'm
was
guessing that he must have had some good shit in there to get that good of a sentence.
Possibly. This is also a single. This was what he was already convicted guilty off of. He still has other charges against him that haven't been decided yet.
Okay.
Yo, wait, do people actually put a cross on their forehead on Ash Wednesday? I've never seen that shit.
I haven't seen that really.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I did it
Oh
last.
my god! You ever hear the Artie Lang story about how he owed the bookie?
Yeah.
The bookie. That is the fucking funniest story ever. He owed a bookie all kinds of money, and I guess the bookie sent these guys to kick his ass or get the money or whatever. And he said the guy's just saying he's gonna kill him. He's gonna rip his fucking head off and shit down his throat. And he looks up and the guy's got the Ash Wednesday cross on his head.
Yeah.
Artie Lang tells it way funnier, but it's a really funny story if you ever get a chance to listen to it.
He has some really good stories. I read his book his first book when it first came out, and I was like,
Fat's a Fish.
yeah, I was like, this is really good. And then he just started the death spiral like right after that.
Have you ever seen anybody go as fast as him? Like, he looks like a fucking...
You know what? It's actually not that fast. It's been going on for like 10 years now.
Dude, it looks like he's been snorting industrial fertilizer.
Yeah. I mean, he's a complete wreck, but it's not like it was an overnight thing. Like, this has been going on in slow motion for the last 10 years.
You know what it is? He should have died.
Yeah.
He just didn't die. He's like he just didn't die, and now he looks like he didn't die.
Right.
It's crazy. He looks really bad. Like, his nose is gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
I have no idea how he's still alive, actually.
Yeah.
It's almost like on The Simpsons when Mr. Burns it's like one of the old like first 8 seasons. Mr. Burns goes and gets a checkup, and the doctor's like, well, you have every single disease possible, but you also have what we call the Three Stooges syndrome. And he like takes little stuffed animals of like all the different bacteria and viruses and stuff and tries to shove them through like a little fake doorway, and all of them trying to go through at the same time just like completely jams it. And he's like, you have everything, none of them are able to actually kill you. I feel like that's what Artie has going on. He has so much. It's like Keith Richards. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he just do so much that it just like puts you into like, he found like equilibrium to where it's not going to kill, like anybody else would kill, but at this point he just keeps on going. Yeah.
He's just such a mess though. I mean, it's almost like I feel bad for him because like he's not really doing what he's like that. Like, Keith Richards like is doing exactly what the fuck Keith Richards wants to be doing. Mm-hmm. Artie looks like he doesn't want to be doing it and he just can't help it. You know what I mean? Like, he's just a fucking mess. Like, that's got to be torture.
Yeah.
I'd way rather be Keith Richards.
Oh yeah.
He's still alive too. That's fucking crazy too.
And it's sad too, because there's a lot, like, you can see how much potential Artie has. You can see like the fun, like all the funny stuff that he's done over the years. Like, he has the potential to be, he has the ability to be amazing. But
he never took it there, right? He never got there. He almost got there so many times.
Mm-hmm. But he could never hold it together long enough.
Mm-hmm. Well, imagine if you, like, when you were drinking, doing drugs, whatever. Are you smelling your headphones? Anyway, like, if you had that kind of money, you know.
Oh, I wouldn't have survived. I'd be dead.
Way, right?
Yeah.
I'm very impressed by people that can do that.
Yeah. I mean, if you have enough, if you could have like a handler, you know what I mean? If you could have somebody to like hold all your stuff and dose you, and like,
you can afford one at that point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have a handler, like a good handler, you could probably get away with it for quite a while. But my issue is like, because I'll go into full binge mode and do nothing except self-destructive stuff. Like I won't be able to like get up and take a shower and go to work type of stuff. You know what I mean? That's my issue with that. There was one point where like my entire goal was to figure out how to be a functional alcoholic, because I didn't want to quit drinking. Like I just wanted to be able to figure out a way to be able to get up and hold a job and still drink the way that I wanted to. And like I was never able to get that. I could make it work for like short periods of time, and then it would all just like implode on itself.
That was always my problem, is I was always able to do that with everything.
That's for me though, is that's what I've learned is, nope, I can do short term. I can do, I can't drink during the week if I'm working anywhere from at home or on the weekends. Otherwise, no, I just don't drink.
I've never fully stopped everything or anything. You know what I mean?
Don't
like
really
I never
have trouble with all that shit.
Yeah, I do. Like
I get it from my
like,
grandpa.
With. Yeah,
like my grandpa's the type of alcoholic that like he won't drink often, but if he drinks, he's gonna fucking drink you everyone on the planet Earth.
Yeah, see, that's okay. That's like if it's occasional. You know what I mean? I guess that's all right. I'm telling you, when you're like a everyday user of anything, really, you know, that's when most people can't handle it. Most people can't handle it. But like, I know what you're saying. Like, I would go like, I've seen people drop just like flies. It's like can't handle it, drop out of the scene, stop being around, whatever. I've never really had to stop anything the way that everyone else has, I guess.
But at the same time, there's also times where it's good to step out of that scene.
Right. Like
that's what I ended up doing, was like I hit a point where it's like I either have to step out of the scene or I'm not going to do anything in life.
Right. I've always traded, I guess, one thing for the next thing.
And like there's definitely people I think who can do that, but I am not that person.
Yeah, I'm not either, and it took me a long time to realize that.
People always tell me that I am. Like they say we can't do it. Or like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's never really affected me, I guess. And it's not like I haven't been a user. You know what I mean? Like I've been a full-blown drug addict. It hasn't really like affected anyone else or me, really, I guess.
Whoa.
What?
I would say it hasn't affected you.
Where has it affected me?
You say some stupid shit.
Oh, shit. Get out of here. For the amount of fucking drugs I've done, I'm pretty goddamn smart, to be honest.
As he delivers this podcast from his trailer.
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily a trailer. It's I mean, if you saw it, you know what I mean.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
I know. I'm just. Well, I mean.
Graham, calm the fuck down.
I'm very calm. I don't.
He is. That's the surprising part. That's how you know he's being honest.
Trying to have a moment, fuckface.
Calm down, buddy. All right. No need to get so up in arms.
Well,
yep, that's probably.
I'm either gonna move. Yep, that's true. I'm either moving to Georgia or Illinois. Have fun.
Which one are you going to?
I don't know.
I'll drive you in my house.
Fuck this show. We're out. Everybody have a great night. Let me get this outro music going.
Manafort got 47 months, $50,000.
47 months, $50,000. Next week we're going to be doing a D&D show. So look forward to that. What was that?
I said, is that justice?
I don't think so.
No, but it's because he gave 50 hours of testimony to prosecutors, but the prosecutors also argued that it took 50 hours because you were lying so much to finally learn information we already knew.
Because we're the fucking rat culture.
All right, well, we're out. D&D show next week. We'll probably be starting around 8:30, hopefully. We don't want to go too late. Everybody have a great night. Everybody have a great week. Goodbye.
When you gonna come on Stopgap? The hell is that?
Do. I forget what it is. Oh God, it's this.